Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And before kickoff, Charles, quickly, your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I can give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
A give to the game's all-time leader, Emmitt Smith. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Play action now. Fitzpatrick. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And again, they stop him behind the line. That is read well for a second straight play defensively. Throwing Fitzpatrick. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Holt. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant. Time to regroup. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. The first carry now. This is Johnson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, but it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. To throw is Fitzpatrick. This will be caught by Brown. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Check. Watch 54.
Now Fitzpatrick. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Being chased out left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The veteran Brandon Marshall, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Twist, twist. 26. Hey, take 20.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers, the catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. It's Holt. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They go back to the ground with Jones. He will push his way down to about the 14. The All-Pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Rodgers now to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 14-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's Fitzpatrick. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Now on 2nd and 13, Fitzpatrick. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. CD, while we have a quick second here, I want to give a shout-out to 3 teams who have struggled mightily this year, who all got wins in Week 12. The Dolphins, the Redskins, and for their first win of the season, the Bengals.
How about you? I love your empathy, right? You hate to see teams struggle like this. Hate to see teams that are down And when they get wins, you come with a little bounce, don't you? You got a little extra spring in your step. Those Bengals, and they beat the Jets, who at the time were hot, right? They won 3 in a row. How about Washington? That win over Carolina. And then
now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And some room to work. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you fall 1 yard short of getting in the end zone as a former defender, you know it hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
Not only does it hurt, the laughter in film is going to be intense. You are going to get jumped on for not making it all the way to the end zone.
Hey, 180! Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Got you.
Fitzpatrick will sneak it. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Right there. 180!
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. And he will score! Touchdown, Seattle! From a yard out as his guy can now take the lead with the extra point. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Fitzpatrick to throw for it on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, partner, Thanksgiving in the rearview mirror, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all gone. And now if you look at the top 4 seeds right now as we hit, is it the quarter pole or the 3/4 pole?
It is the quarter pole, and we get to thank our NFL reporter, Randy Moss, who also has a great background in the sport of kings, for letting us know that's one of the most misused terms in that sport. It is the quarter pole, right? What are they headed for the home stretch, is what he also said about it. I can't wait to see how this thing ends.
Well, we got New England and Baltimore, the top 2 seeds in the AFC, Seattle and New Orleans in the NFC. You think it stays that way at the end?
I think it's going to be a heck of a battle. I think Baltimore, yes. New England's going to get a battle from Buffalo, but I think they're going to stay in the spot. Seattle, they're going to battle San Francisco. They're just going to trade it back and forth, and it's going to come down to Week 17, I believe, to decide that one. And New Orleans, yes, they will retain a top 2 spot.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Rodgers now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. Draw play. This is Carson. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Every time I watch LT blow up plays just like that one, I think of one quote. You can run, but you can't hide.
He won a record 3 Defensive Player of the Year awards back in his day. He was also the league MVP in 1986.
One of 2 defensive players who won the MVP award in the NFL. The second one, Alan Page with the Minnesota Vikings, the linchpin of their Purple People Eaters defense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Escaping, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ty Law. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their 44-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final play of the half, Fitzpatrick. Man open left side is Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Throwing now is Rodgers. The connection made, it's Graham. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. On first down, Rodgers. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. In for the score. And the Packers have taken the lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense, plenty of time to get back in this game.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick now, looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hope. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Go 5-0 here. Hey, zoom. Check 24.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Now Fitzpatrick on 4th down. And he locates Walker, complete. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Smith. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Regular. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
And the blitz does come. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker. Sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 31 yards. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Vinatieri now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. And it's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Fitzpatrick to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Holt. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down Seahawks. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw complete downfield. Given 30 yards there. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Gonna go 5-0 here. 54, must move. Check, watch 54.
Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.